The Russia-Ukraine war has had far-reaching consequences on the global economy. Disruptions to Russian oil and gas exports have sparked fuel shortages and price hikes around the world. In Europe, the impact has been particularly severe due to its heavy reliance on Russian energy imports. Sanctions imposed on Russia have only complicated energy trade further, forcing alternative sourcing with increased costs. Ukraine and Russia are vital suppliers of wheat, corn, and sunflower oil, and the war has resulted in shortages and soaring prices of these commodities. Consequently, global food prices have risen, worsening hunger and poverty in vulnerable regions. Additionally, supply chain disruptions have affected fertilizer exports, potentially hampering future crop yields. The war's contribution to inflationary pressures worldwide cannot be overlooked. Mainly fueled by skyrocketing energy and food prices, central banks have responded by hiking interest rates and adopting tighter monetary policies to combat inflation. Unfortunately, higher inflation has reduced consumer purchasing power and escalated the cost of living. Moreover, the war has cast a negative shadow over global economic activity and impeded the post-pandemic recovery. Trade disruptions and supply chain constraints have impacted various industries such
as automotive, aerospace,
and electronics. Uncertainty surrounding the war has also led to reduced business investment and consumer confidence. The ongoing conflict has created significant supply chain disruptions across multiple sectors. Disruptions to Ukrainian and Russian parts suppliers have severely impacted global production. Sanctions imposed on Russian aerospace companies have further affected global supply chains. Similarly, disruptions to Ukrainian and Russian electronics manufacturers have had repercussions on global production. The economic uncertainty stemming from the war has made it increasingly challenging for businesses and governments to make sound decisions. Investors, in turn, have become more risk-averse, leading to market volatility and reduced investment. Furthermore, the war has heightened geopolitical tensions, posing a potential threat to stability in other regions as well. The impact of this conflict extends beyond national borders, with the global economy feeling the weight of its consequences. Recent developments in the war between Ukraine and Russia have shown Ukraine advancing its peace plan, with the likelihood of support from the United States. The impact of the war reaches far and wide, with complex consequences on global food supplies and escalating tensions.
The international community is heavily involved.
As the European Union begins accession talks with Ukraine, and the United States provides support, Russia,
on the other hand, is expanding its war efforts,
including hybrid wars on neighboring countries like Moldova. Despite the destruction, Ukraine has demonstrated remarkable resilience, with assistance from the international
community for
its rebuilding efforts.
Moreover, there is a growing
demand for accountability, exemplified by the International Criminal Court's warrant
for Putin and ongoing efforts to hold
Russia responsible for
its war crimes. The war has also highlighted international divisions,
with countries taking sides, either supporting Russia or backing Ukraine. Significantly, humanitarian concerns are on the rise as the war affects civilians and leads to a worsening humanitarian crisis. The ongoing conflicts in neighboring countries such
as Armenia, Azerbaijan,
and Georgia are also being
influenced by the war. Additionally, global food security
is being impacted due to Ukraine's role as a significant supplier of grain. These recent developments emphasize the complexity
and widespread implications of
the war between Ukraine and Russia.